Alright guys, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. How's everybody doing? So let's have a look. Where are we? I can put it like that. What's up, Jay? Morning. What's going on, man? What are you watching? Let me just post this watch list. Not crazy watch list today. I'm not too excited about the watch list today, guys, as I have been for the last 2 days. Let me just bring my Discord. Where is Andrew? I haven't seen anybody in touch with Andrew. He hasn't been in since the New Year. Watch list. Let's go for Wednesdays, Thursdays. There. ARDS, I believe I was watching this earlier, but I was saying to myself, Dill, this is already fading off, looks like a fader, so I'm not gonna touch it. If I were looking at it somewhere here, yeah, that's good. It's your typical fader, isn't it? Look at this, boom, look at that gap. 425 barely goes over what, 30 cents, 25 cents, and then grabs the whole thing down. So yeah, it's very one of those typical gap and crap. Yes, sir. Yeah, you might get that. You might get that. Just pay attention to it right at the open. Maybe that first 10 minutes, 15 minutes will bring that just a little bit though. I really don't expect it to be picking up too much though. But then again, with these low price stocks, low floaters, you can never tell. Well, there you go, man. Early bird paying off for you, man. It will clearly do so. Especially the way you trade, Jay. You're looking for specific stocks. So yeah, if anybody is trading like that, then it's better to be in early. Definitely, there are far better opportunities. Yeah, and there are quite a lot of patterns that are quite repetitive, So definitely, yeah. So SPY. Let's look into this mess. So FOMC is over. So finally, let's hope that we get some sort of a directional move in the SPY. We have been trading SPY or relative stocks, but not much of a success there because we weren't really catching some decent. See, the thing is, I have been mentioning this for the last 2-3 days since I've been coming back. Since I've come back from holidays, SPY, since it's done that move under 450 every single day, it's the PM. I've been saying that every day, guys, if you're gonna watch anything relative to SPY, Apple's, your Teslas, your AMDs, try now, if you can, wait until the PM session or maybe after lunchtime. These moves, look at that, really beautiful moves, very clean moves, and compared to this mess, that is, I'll take that any day. So it's been true. Look at this, after midday, boom, beautiful move, very clean, very easy to read. Look at this, after midday, especially the PM session. So that's telling you something. Don't trade me at the open. I'm gonna chop you out big time. Wait for it. So we look at this. I mean, I can't every single day, guys. It's not, I'm not like telling you this is happening one day or every single day. One. This is kind of okay. Well, last PM was okay, I would say. 2, 3 for sure. 4, 5. How many do you want? You know, for the whole week. And if I go back, it probably go all the way to 460's price action, maybe even 475's price action. So you get the idea, guys. Again, this is how I'm gonna take it. Initially, I will expect a little bit of a chop, but not as much of a chop as we expected on those two FOMC days. Look at this. This is in the first day of FOMC, and then the second day. So today might be a little bit better, but still it probably wouldn't be as close as clean as the PM sessions. So yeah, it's getting closer to 440 level. Again, that 440 level is quite important. It's gonna start to test it, probably reject off of it a little bit if it's not strong enough. If it is gonna break it, I would still think that it will probably come back under state, start to chop around a bit. But again, that's why we're gonna wait for clear direction. If it does take out 440 later on and starts trading over it, then I will start to look for longs on these stocks like Tesla and Apple. That's why I kept Tesla and Apple here. Apple looks quite relatively strong right at the highs, and Tesla seems like kind of in the middle. NIO as well is going to be similar. SRRA has surprising offside public offering of securities. Okay, so this is had a really strong finish yesterday. Very choppy though, not very clear, but nevertheless it had managed to close up very strong yesterday. So that means today we could have a possible second day runner. Looking back at it though, not very confident on that, because yeah, it will all depend, guys. If it starts to take out the 28.57, 28.60s, which is already done and is trading over it, I would say, to be safe, looking at that 30 level will be quite important. If it starts to trade over that, that's pretty much strength still staying in that stock, and it's not giving up. So that 30 level will be an ideal area, especially if it does pop towards that and starts to fail off of it. There will be some shorting opportunities as well, because of this overextended daily. That day, only one day of overextension. In fact, we're looking at that 1540s gaps up all the way. So we're talking about 1550s all the way to 30s, 100% move in a day. Actually, I'm wrong. Sorry, there I missed this today. But nevertheless, in 2-3 days, it's 100% move. So there's bound to be some sort of a smaller pullback. If the stock is very weak, then it could have a, it could have a bigger pullback. So looking for this. This might produce some decent move, but intraday price action is not the cleanest I've seen. Quite a lot of chop. So but there's a lot of liquidity, a lot of range, so that ticks my tick list. Anyways, Lucid, again, similar to kind of like a Neo. If I was, again, if the SPY starts to show strength, this might be one of those that I take long. So we'll keep an eye on that. Groupon has basically really shown strength. Again, similar to SRRA. Very strong finish, not as strong as SRRA, but close enough. So I'm thinking this, if it starts to hold this area, yesterday's close here, which it is, over 27s, I probably will take some few stabs at it for a long side, for the longs. The only issue with this one is overhead resistance of 27, 28s and 29s. So we'll see. Yeah, so that's what I think. Slightly a bit long biased on it, but again, if 27 starts to fail, then we might have some sort of fade off on this. If that's the case, I don't mind taking shorts. Yes, sir. KSS has been quite choppy. I've stopped trading it for the first, I think on Monday or Tuesday. It chopped me around quite a few times, and then I left it alone. It would have done that same thing over and over every single day. Apart from yesterday, I would have had some success on it for sure with my trading strategies. And also yesterday, was it yesterday I was talking about? Yeah, it was yesterday. Yeah, yesterday would have been okay. Not great, but okay. What's up, Oasis? How's it going, man? Jay's back. He's always back. He just watches on the side. I think he's done already. Anyways, so the gapper that I have with me is GLPG. Not very excited about it. The reason is no volume. Very liquid. It just doesn't look to me that I can trade it. I just kept it for the sake of having at least one gapper there. I was watching earlier what Jade took some trades on. ARD, I think, ARDS, I believe. Yeah. So I was watching it here somewhere. I thought to myself, okay, well, if anybody hasn't taken any shorts around here, it's too late. It's too late. But you can always on the side, if you do take these kind of small price stocks, wait for that pop, especially towards that's why I kept my my mark here. You can see that, right? If it starts to pop, we've got some 250s, 240s, 250s, 260s, 270s, all the way up there. That zone, I don't mind shorting it towards that pop. But anything smaller than that, I'm not going to be interested. So that's for Jay's trade. What else, guys? Am I missing anything? Yeah. Yesterday, BBIG I mentioned as to the tick, guys. To the tick. I didn't take it, but I had anticipated this move. Look at this. So it gaps up yesterday. BBIG gaps up, and this, you see this move, rejection from 4s, 390s. It tries to curl back up to get to that point. It never does. So what I was mentioning this and the pre-market analysis saying, this one already looks like a fader. So I'm thinking this is all day fader because first of all, BBIG has been trying to bounce properly. Every time it does, it gets shorted very heavily. And you know, pre-market or post-market and pre-market moves weren't really showing sign of strength. In fact, it was showing very like good signs of heaviness. It's like it was really trying and it couldn't, especially around this area here. So I was telling myself, well, this is all day fader. It just was a little bit of a low priced for me, and at this point I was busy with something, but it did fade off all day. That's your typical. So I'm thinking ARDS, kind of something like that. So that's what I have on the. I'm just keeping the latest earnings stocks just on the side, just in case if they decide to provide us some range opportunities. The only thing is GWT. Okay, let's have a look. Sec. ARDS. No. Let's keep it here just in case. Nah. No, I'm not too I'm not really crazy about the watch list, guys. I just couldn't find anything that I'm really excited about, so I probably will be very relaxed today. Take it easy, not rush it. The only thing is, if Spy starts to, I'll be watching Spy closely. If Spy starts to produce something, then I'll look to take some trades. Yeah, that's the only thing I'm watching. Again, not too keen on it, especially the first 15 minutes. So let me see if it works. That whole thing. Watch list. Yep, it is posting it. Nice. Ooh. SRRA, IBM, no. So OCGN is acquiring another company. The price is unknown. It seems like it's affecting the stock, so to a positive. So it's moving from not too much, not too crazy, but it'll be interesting if it starts to pop around 350s actually. Interesting. Just putting my alerts. So there you go, guys. Ding, ding, ding. Open. Best of luck. Neo and Lucid is falling. Strangely. Neo is falling. It's been beaten down. Neo badly. Neo is badly beaten down. And it's, yeah, it's weak. Same as Lucid. Is it related to EV? Let's have a look. Yeah, Tesla is falling, yeah, so it might be related to EV. There might be news on it. Okay. Let's have a look at these EVs. Yeah. So EVs are getting beaten down today for some reason. Yes, sir. Yeah, Neo and Lucid is the one to keep an eye on. Hasn't really popped. Nope. SRRA. This is interesting. SRRA showing sign of strength, but it needs to break that 29. And if so, then I'll look into longing this. SRRA. And then Lucid, boom, really weak. Really weak. Just didn't give me a chance. It was just too quick. At this point I was thinking it's gonna bounce a little bit and then give me a chance, but no. I hate chasing things. So we'll see what it does. Hey Jessica, welcome. Yeah, it's kind of quiet in here. I was almost dozing off. Haven't had my coffee yet. So SRRA. Yeah, SRRA, as you can see, is rejecting from that area, VWAP area 29s. So that's a battle there. I need SRRA to break this now. There you go. That makes it easy. If it starts to trade over that box, we take longs. Oh, SRRA. Are you gonna do it? Attempting to do it. Okay. Chill. Long. I'm trying, guys. Long over 29, just over 29. Might be early, but we'll see. Around this area here, 29.06 or 7, something like that. Have to check it. Now that's a rejection, but I'm just gonna be a little bit patient. Maybe 28.50 break, I'll get out of it. Yeah, it seems like it's quite choppy, but it wants to do something. I don't like this, the volume that came in and not being able to take that 29 out. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna be extremely careful with this one. Gonna be extremely careful. Come on, give me 28 80s, 84s, 84s, 80s, 84s. Okay, come on. Take that 29 out. Come on. Wow, huge volume coming in and it's still not able to take it out. By this time, it should have been trading above 29. If it's gonna show, okay, it's not too bad, but it's just coming rejecting from that area badly, 29 30s. But as long as it's staying over that 29, I'm okay with that, but it's too early to call. 28.50 break, I'll come out of this. Some volume coming in. Well, let's go to our flexible grid here. I'm out, guys. I'm out. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. So right here somewhere, 28.75, somewhere there. So not too bad actually. I was expecting to lose more than 50 cents on it, but I did manage to lose around 25 cents. It's fine. 25-30 cents. So what happened? This was trying that to take out the high of day. Well, it did initially, but got rejected badly. But then it didn't go that far. So at that point I was like, okay, well, this is gonna attempt to take that high again. Now this was an early entry on that break of the high, especially here. I was thinking of adding a few times 2940s, 2955s. It never got there, so this is too small for me, for for a loser. I could have definitely held it until even at the lows, but the way it was chopping around, I had to make sure just not getting involved too much on it. So yeah, that's fine. I'll still wait for it. SRRA looks interesting still, I would say, over 29s, as long as it trades over 29 and stays over it. I don't mind giving it few tries actually with this kind of small risk, because remember, this is massive range, right? We're talking about massive range on this one, so when it does move, it's gonna move. So we shall see. Right, so you can't show. Right, so quite a bit of chop at the moment. Again, this box needs to get broken. It hasn't broken it yet. What's the ARDS doing? Oh, it's popping. ARDS, volume coming in, popping. Interesting. But that's not a big pop enough for me to take anything. I would have liked my average to be 230s. If that was the case, I would have probably looking to add more, but nah, for me it's too late now, and it's low as well. What's SPY doing? SPY is taking out the highs, guys, so it's showing strength, which means I don't know, it could still be early. SPY has been really choppy at in the beginning, guys, so I'm gonna be a bit careful on this. There it goes. It took the high. There it goes. Now looking for, what's Apple doing? I just don't have any setup there, and it'll be a chase. What's AMD like? AMD is interesting. Okay, I might take AMD here. $70, $60, $60, $57s. $60s, $50s. That 50 is holding 11150. So let's see how it's gonna hold. Getting attacked, but it's holding clearly. Right, okay. Gonna try this, guys. 1160, around 60s. Even better if I can get less, but 1150 is getting attacked badly. There's some hidden bias there, but for how long though? That's the thing. It's getting attacked badly. bit concerned about it though. Why not? 1155s. Okay, even better, 1152s. Alright, that's fine. 1152s. I'm long. My stop is very tight on it, guys. If it starts to break 1150s, I might get out. But worst case scenario, under 111. So that's a long. Yeah, so it broke the 1150. It was holding strongly earlier. Yeah, it broke it. Ooh. I'm out. I'm out. Under 111. That's what I mentioned earlier. I just couldn't take it out here under 11150. I was gonna take it out here, where for a quick exit, but it was just a bit too quick. Yeah, so this is right here at 11150. There's so many times it attacked that, and it was holding. There were no, like, there weren't many people, many bids here, but they were still holding. It seems like it's weak now. So shorting might be a good chance here. I think I'm gonna wait for the shorts on these, because the fact that this wasn't actually bouncing with SPY, you know, a little bit taking out the highs, at least trying to take out the highs, shows me relative weakness on this, on AMD. Where is it? Yeah. So shorting chance will definitely be there on this one. But I'm not gonna blindly, obviously, short it. I'll just wait for a few things to happen. As you can see, SPY is taking out the highs, trying to take out the highs. If SPY starts to wash, I'm gonna take short on this one. If not, I'm just gonna leave it alone. Yeah, so this bounce is coming because SPY is doing that. You see that? Otherwise, it's actually weak. AMD is quite weak. It feels weak. ARDS, I was looking at it earlier, but no, that pop is gonna get shorted. We were talking about this silver. That pop towards, I was kind of expecting it to be popping to 240s here. But as you can see, any pop is gonna get shorted on this one. So forget about longs on it unless it starts to have that opportunity for a squeeze, which is gonna be over 3. So forget about longs on it. Pops towards 240, 250 would be nice. Let me know if it does that. Yeah, so AMD, as you can see, is just popping because SPY is getting stronger and stronger, but it's barely. It just doesn't want to do it. It's really hesitant. So once the SPY starts to retrace, that's when you want to hit that short on this one, as long as there's a setup there. Your Tesla is reversing, very quick reversal, but might be a good idea to wait on it though. SRRA finally decides that yeah, it just wants to go for it to the downside. Breaks the 28. This level is crucial. If it does come back up to this level, 28s, Over and under basically. It could go up to 28, 13, 15s, that's fine, but as long as it's closing under it, I will start to look for short on it. So possible short coming on SRRA under 28 if it does attack that. In fact, even now we could start maybe. Yeah, I guess that's also an issue. Well, I can't even do it here. Better leave it alone. Yeah, so it's ARDS is coming in now. This will be a proper push if it does take out 225 ARDS. So let's see how far it actually pushes. Interesting. Yeah, Tesla is already weak. Relative weakness on Tesla. The EVs are very weak. I was planning to short it, but the problem is, look at this, Lucid and Neo, all of them. Neo is probably better to short here. But Tesla, the thing is, it's too extended to the downside. We're coming from highs of 945s all the way to 890s. So I'm thinking quite a bit of weakness. Now, if we were to short to here, how far can it go? If there is no support levels, yes, that's fine. This kind of move is fine. But there's quite a lot of support at the 890s, 8, just below that 880s. So I'm gonna pass on it. Nothing seems to be very clear. The only thing I see is Apple for a long. I was looking at long here, but at that point, oh shoot, it's too late now. It's too late. Yeah, I couldn't take it. I was looking at the longs here, but I just didn't have any setup. This was a chase for me. This was better, this area here. Beautiful. Why didn't I take this, man? Was I? Yeah, I was bloody stuck on AMD, that's why. Oh, dude. That's why you need to take the right. Like I was mentioning actually, Apple looks nice, and I'll wait for it to give me a better. But it did. 163 20s, beautiful. 15s maybe even. Yeah, that's looking good. It's really looking good. Microsoft earnings. When was the earnings on Microsoft? Why is it so strong? Okay, yesterday. Yesterday pre-market. Okay. Post-market actually. Okay. Goes up and carries on. So gaps up. And now it's taking up, so SPY is actually doing a little bit of a wash now. Now might be a chance for, if you are thinking of taking Tesla or anything else like AMD, this might bring in more weakness to these stocks. Yeah, AMD is much. I think AMD is much heavier than others. There you go. You see, it's actually waiting for an excuse to go down. AMD. Is there any news? What? That's a good thing for it, right? Why? You see what I mean? AMD is just trying to find an excuse to go down. Earlier it did try to do that, but SPY was holding it up. But now that SPY is doing this, that retracement, AMD is like, let's go. I feel like falling today, AMD. That's what it's saying. Even Apple is kind of rejecting off the highs, so that could interesting. I'm watching AMD, guys, just around this 11050s 60s. I'm just waiting for that SPY to do something. Yeah, AMD is weak. AMD is weak. So I chased it, guys. But it's a chase size. It's a chase size. 11020s. 11020s. I wanted to get it close to 11. Okay, it might give me a chance. The problem is SPY is bouncing. I don't like that. SPY needs to I'm gonna stick with what I have here. Not a lot, but I'm gonna stick with it just in case if it decides to bounce towards a 111, then I'll add more, or at the break if okay, I might add more here, guys. Oh shit. Yeah. Unbelievable. Right, my stop is gonna be over here. So yeah, I didn't get the chance to add to it. I really wanted to, but hey, that's fine. If it does take out 11060 now, I'll come out of it with a small loser. Microsoft is not gonna go anywhere if the SPY is doing that. Although it's one of the strongest stocks I have seen today. Yeah, it's not gonna go anywhere. In fact, it's washing up. So yeah, I would wait for it to come back to 304s, 304.30s. See what it does here around this VWAP area, that zone. More importantly, you want to wait for that 304s. If it doesn't get there, you could always take an early stab at it at the bounce of the VWAP, but that's still going to be too early. You want to wait for a little bit of a more price action before it actually starts to go. Usually pullback and reversal, very quick V reversal from a pullback is very unlikely because of this move. So if it's gonna pull back and reverse to the upside again, to keep it simple, if you think this is this was just a healthy pullback, then it's gonna hold off here for a while. That's what I'm saying. Again, you wanna watch SPY side to side with the Microsoft. Looking interesting though. You see the bounce coming in. Still, I would say early, but the bounce is definitely coming in. So that's one sign, one little inclination or whatever you want to call it. I've told myself not to trade AMD, but I'm just stubborn with it, to be honest. What it does is when it does move, it really moves, but most of the time it's very choppy price action. Most of the time we will see this. But the reason why I'm stubborn with it is because of daily. Daily looks really juicy if it starts to wash off. So that's why I'm kind of stubborn, and SPY is bouncing, so Microsoft should be bouncing as well. If SPY starts to trade over 440s, maybe then Microsoft will be an ideal entry. Yeah, right now you see this bounce here. This is better entry probably to over 305s, right? Over 305s, better, much better. Oh, okay, it jumped. It jumped. Yeah, AMD is gonna not go anywhere while Microsoft SPY is doing that. So I'm gonna take this break even. I'm just about to take the break even on this AMD. Just waiting for it to see if it wants to take out the 110. Yeah, I'm out. Don't like it. I know it's really premature exits, but I just don't like it. So yeah. Okay, so this is what I meant by the pop is not gonna last that long. So this one really tried with some volume, but then short sellers like, give me more, you know, and then they gave him more, and off it goes. Now it's clearly in a downtrend, and it wants to go for the proper run now. Now expect a bigger wash coming in now on this one, I think. You see that 210s? Not a lot of numbers, but there is some numbers there. So once that get taken out, then yeah, it's over. It's already getting taken out. You see that? 160, 150. By the way, that's with the 2 zeros, so that's 15,000. Not a lot for this, $2 stocks. 15,000 is nothing, but still. I mean, this should have gotten taken out very quickly if this was weak. So it's a bit. I'm surprised that it's not getting taken out. 210s. It is, but it's very slow. So not enough short sellers pushing it down. What's going on? 130. Yeah, that's getting taken out now. You can short it now as well. There it goes. You see? You would have gotten few cents. Few cents almost. This is like the way the price was trading, or the level 2 and tape was. It was very, very apparent. You don't get to see that a lot in the bigger cap stocks. In fact, you can't actually use level 2 on a bigger cap. There's no way, unless it's something really, really crucial area. But on these ones, you can. That was an example. That 210 area, very slow as well. Like it took a long time. And if you couldn't understand that in that like a minute or two, then yeah, you're a bit too slow. So now again, same thing, guys. 207. Look at this. 207 area, right? 298. Pay attention to the numbers. Bids. 237s, right? We have got quite a bit of numbers there. Quite a bit of bids waiting there. Getting taken out or not? Yep, they are getting hit. They're getting hit. So 216s are getting lower and lower. That was 300. 208. Right? Over here, you want to see more red, more red. Yeah, it's getting taken. It's getting taken. So you see 207s here. Yeah, there's mid prices, but there are some 207s. But now buying coming in as well. Greens, more greens. 191, getting smaller and smaller. And 208s are they getting bigger? We'll see. 208, 75. 76. So the asks are getting bigger here. Not very clear, but yeah, there it goes. 207 broke, and then 206. We don't have much of a support now, to be honest. 206 gets taken out, and then off it goes to 2. Yeah. That's how you can scalp. This is what's called scalping. You can just put liquidity in, add liquidity, which means you're not going to be spending a lot of money on the commissions. The only issue is the borrow cost. There it goes. 204 gets taken out. A heavy selling coming in. 204, 290s, 270s. Okay, 204s. There's more coming in though on 204s. But also look at the 205s building up more and more. Look at that. So that's clearly weak. This was the area where you should have popped. Entered on the pop. But I was kind of waiting for it to, over 235s, 240, right here somewhere. Just didn't get there. Yeah, Microsoft MSFT. AMD is gonna, sorry, MSFT. Yeah, it did bring in the bounce from 305s. I think it's okay. It's not that bad. Yes, SPY is a little bit more stronger, but yeah, I think it's not as bad as like let's say AMD. Look at this thing. That was a good exit, by the way. Break even. I would have exited here somewhere, probably. Not liking, maybe over 11550, 60, somewhere there. Would have been a loser. So Microsoft is definitely looking okay to me. If you, especially if you've taken this bounce here, 305 20s, 15s, when I was mentioning. Yeah, MSFT is alright. Apple also is looking good once SPY starts to move. Actually, it is looking alright right now. Preemptive breakout. Look at this beautiful flag breakout. Right now, actually. Right now, right now, right now. Yeah, this is looking good. Needs to take, slowly creep back up over this flag here. And yeah, beautiful. It needs to stay above that, which seems like it wants to do. How's Microsoft? Should be attacking the highs. Oh, it hasn't yet. I'm surprised it hasn't actually taken out this 306.50s, 60s. I think it will. Again, it depends on SPY as well. SPY needs to take out the highs. But SPY has moved from, let's say, quite a bit of move since pre-market. 433, 443 almost. $10. Yeah, from 433 all the way to 441, 442s almost. So that's quite a bit of move. But it's still hanging around there though, trying to break the highs. There it goes, it wants to attack that. Oxy, this is oil based, Oxy for a short, but the problem is there enough? There might be. 3780 is your target, first target, and then 3730s, 20s, Yeah, this looks okay. 37 tens. I'm looking to short Oxy. About 30 cents stop. Tens. Tens. All nines. Okay, all nine is fine. Yeah, short. All nines. Bit of a chase, but that's fine. Stop will be, as I mentioned, over here. So I would say first partial goes here, and then the rest just leave it for, I'm gonna leave it for a runner, maybe towards 37s, just before 37s, the rest. The others that we were watching is really choppy, very choppy. I don't like that. So that's why I left it alone. These ones. Look at this. Nice little break, fail. So that is not a good sign. But, you know, the problem with patterns are they're not going to be relevant when stock is choppy. It's not going to work. There goes my short on Oxy. Give me that 37 80s. Yeah, Microsoft and Apple is curling back down now. Be careful. Although, strangely, Microsoft is holding up nicely here over 3306. Yeah, so that's Microsoft is probably the strongest of them all at the moment. Yeah, Apple is not holding. Eventually, Microsoft might not hold as well if SPY starts to really go for it under 440s. Look at this. Look at that. So SPY is curling. Looks heavy. Yep, it's definitely curling, so it might be due for a bigger retracement or even maybe a reversal. We'll find out. This is yeah. AMC. not a big move down. Oasis, it's not huge. It's only 16 to 15, 20 cents, 25 cents move. But where the move is important. It's a crucial level. There you go. So this move wasn't big enough, but it took out the most crucial level for the day, which is 16. On the top of my head, I haven't really analyzed it properly, but that's what I saw straight away. Because, you know, okay, where is it? So if you look at these attacks on 16, right? And then pops. Yeah. So the thing is, if I was watching this trade here is a bit difficult because it's just in the middle of nowhere. The better trade would have been here, anticipation of the break, because you cannot ignore like this 16 level here was a big level that earlier on, this level. And you know, if you hadn't noticed it here, that's fine. You probably would have noticed it here. If you hadn't noticed there, you probably would have noticed it in these wicks, right? If you hadn't, then, you know, you just completely missed it. Now, the way it was bouncing from it, it looked very heavy. It bounced, yes, but it wanted to come back and attack it again. So there, I would have said, okay, this is weak. This is definitely weak. So on these rejections, I'll definitely, without a doubt, I would have taken this short. I wouldn't have left it here until 16. I probably would have taken it 16 tens. Don't know whether that helps you, Oasis. So my Oxy's hit that 200. I'm a bit greedy on it, guys. So what I'm gonna do is, I should have taken partial out, but the thing is, that's one-on-one, one-to-one. Although I would have exited early if it starts to break out 20 EMA now, but still, you know, worst case scenario, it could take out one-on-one. So I'm gonna wait on it to break that 200 EMA and maybe even get a wash. There it goes. Okay, that's a better one. Okay, that's good. So if this holds like that, guys, I can be sure to bring my stop to break even if this holds like that, which I hope is gonna. Lovely. So this is looking good. 3760s. If it does go there, I'll definitely put some limit orders there. 3760s just before it. Let's get that going so that I can relax. Yes, sir. No worries, mate. Anytime. Anytime. Which one I was talking about earlier? AMC. Yeah, look, 1619, 1620 rejection. You obviously you wouldn't take it there. You want to wait for that rejection. Say for example, this is our level, right? And we have a level, strong bounce well, actually it's not a strong bounce. The only time it strongly bounced was here, and then when the second time it came to that level, it barely went anywhere. In fact, it didn't even go to that VWAP area, right? So that's like telling you, where did it reject from? 1620s. Okay, keep an eye on that level. Next time it comes back, that's your confirmation, right? And then 1611, 1610s would have been a better area to enter. Really nice, nice trade, clean, because of the price action. It's just pretty much basically a battle between the two levels, and clearly the resistance level 1 right there. Anyways, again, that Apple and Microsoft, they might be curling down as well. Yeah, so as you can see that it's a curl. This is a hump price action. This here, not good. And then Apple fell off that pattern, flag pattern. So yeah, I'm only in an Oxy at the moment, guys. Oasis, if you're still there, look at this. Look at this. Does this look familiar to you? It's not as clean as obviously AMC. If I was watching AMC, I would probably take an AMC instead of this. But don't you think this is pretty similar to that? It's because it is one of the setups. So that's pretty much similar. Pretty much similar. So if this was Oxy, the trade was here somewhere. You see that? There we go. Let's go, baby. 3760s hit my partial. Let's go. Yes, sir. I think 61s. I think I put it 62s. Might be wrong on it. 62s, I think. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, it's just the price action. It's just the way the nature of the prices move on a certain ways that it moves. There's more to it, obviously. Oasis is just more to it, but yeah. Look at what I meant by ARDS. Look at this. That was the last high. Over here was a really nice pressure. Go back. You want to learn level 2? Very, very good example today on ARDS, guys. ARDS, I might even make a level 2 video on the specific day on ARDS. If you do, however, go back to it on demand, go to this area here. Right now in UK it's about 3 p.m. That should be about 10, I believe, 10 a.m. EST. So right now, see what it does. 210s. Around 210s, what it did. Around 207, what it did. And around 204, what it did. And then once it broke, what happened? Just pay attention to bids and asks, buyers and sellers. You know, the reason why I say this is it's not very aggressively, it's not very hard to read. It was very slow. Like 210 was like bids were getting taken out, but slowly. and then asks, sellers weren't that aggressive. Bids weren't really keen to leave that spot. So it was very slow, but very accurate, I would say. So I think this is definitely going back to it on demand. In fact, if I do go to stream, I could probably take that video off of the stream and then maybe explain a bit more, make a level 2 video. So let me write it down, guys, on my notes. Level 2. What's the date today? 27th Jan. ARDS 1500. Yes. So my Oxy is doing really well. There we go, beautiful. Next target 3730s and then 37s. That's it, done for the day. There it goes. And there it goes. Apple, there it goes. All of it follow suit. I want to see how AMD did, because it really wanted. There it goes. Oh, this is exactly why I was a bit early, guys, here. Short break even sub, but it really looked like it wanted to really go down today. For some reason, the price action was like screaming, but the fact that it was chopping me out quite a few times, and also I don't like to trade AMD. But I was mentioning daily was a bit juicy. That's why I was actually stubborn on it, especially on the break of 110, which it did here, and that's where I took it, and just a bit too early, unfortunately. I love to see that. Yeah, I mean, you can see, if we had been stuck to our original plan, which is clearly right, not here, it's gonna be somewhere over VWAP, right? We didn't. The fact that we didn't, I mean, I'm happy with it. I didn't break any rules, because this was specifically based off of SPY correlative trade, right? At this point, when I took it out on break even, SPY really was going for it. I'm talking about here somewhere, right? This, if you see this, I can't ignore that. Even though AMD is weak, I know, but I can't ignore that. That's why I exited it here. But then later I didn't pay attention, because I was already in Oxy over here, and I'm doing well on it. So yeah, pretty hard. I wasn't expected that at all. I was expecting a little bit of a price action around the VWAP, and if that came, I would have been okay with AMD. But that bloody bounce just bounced me off. Yeah, but we both got shaken out of it, man. Yeah, now I'm just waiting for my Oxy to play out, and if it does, then that'll be it, guys. I'm not gonna expect too much. Good morning, Wolf. What's up? How's it going, man? Things are heating up now. I mean, when it comes to SPY's move, Oh, look at that SPY's trade, guys. You know which one is that? Ah, my fingers. Freaking hell. Yeah, you know, solid entries are not going to be the same, but the idea was the same, right? Yeah, I mean, we do talk about things when things are a bit quiet, so thanks for listening in while driving. Just be careful if SPY starts to tank, we might get a bit loud, so come on, Oxy, let's go. Give me my second partial, 37.30s, right there, 30s, I'll take some, and I'm gonna be in a good position on this one, 37.30s if that takes me. I feel like SPY is a short right now, guys. 437 under. Or is it? What am I looking at? Yeah, but very, very tight stop though. 437.40 is your stop, but 437 under right now probably is your short. 430, about 40, 35 cents. It's holding up though nicely. It's holding up. Maybe a good idea to wait up. What is a PFE? Yeah, interesting. Looks strong on this drop. What do you mean, like it wants to take out this? Is this earnings play? Oh, dividend. Okay, dividend. Yeah. Relative strength is there, definitely. It is quite strong. I want to short. I might. Relative strength is there. Yeah, holding its gains for sure. So if SPY starts to bounce, you want to be longing these kind of stocks. Earlier I was mentioning Microsoft was one of them, but it's kind of pulled back a little bit too strong. I don't like that. Because of that, again, you know, or this pattern is quite strong. NIO was very choppy. Tesla was also, I wanted to trade it, but the problem is, oh wow, Tesla moved nicely. Just don't have a good setup on it, that's all. It's going more. Oh shit, did I miss SPY? Did I miss SPY? Oh frick. Yeah, I missed SPY, guys. It was under 437. We could have taken it here, but you, in terms of that setup, that strategy, you wouldn't be out on this wick. That would be wrong thing to do. You would be out if it closed above that high. If it closed. In fact, if you want to be sure or more conservative, you want this pullback over the this bounce over the 200 to close, and then the high of that is your stop. So you probably, I mean, if you listen to the rules, you would have actually um, been in it if you had taken it earlier here. Damn it. It'll be interesting to see how SPY responds to around 437s now, if it does bounce towards 437s, which it's already rejecting from. So looking weak, looking weak. See if it wants to go towards 437, see what it does. It's been boring today, guys. Honestly, with the usually I will manage to catch something that moves really quick. I love really quick moves. I don't like things that I am quite patient, don't get me wrong, but when it comes to price action, when I enter a trade, it has to do something very quick. If not, then I'm in the wrong trade. Sorry. Look at this. I call this a good trade because this was early exit in my opinion. No, not really. It would have been a good trade if it actually it is. I exited early. I think the stop would have been a bit lower because it was a big range stock. Yeah, it was a bigger stop. So yeah, I exited early. That means I saved some money there. Yeah, PFE looks good as I mentioned. Definitely, if you are gonna take longs, it'll probably be one of those stocks that holds nicely. Especially when you see you want to match it up with SPY again. As soon as SPY starts to bounce, now on this one you see that it's coming back. This wash didn't go that far. If it starts to take this area here and close above it, that's when you can actually start hunting PFE. There it goes. Actually, it's already showing signs. So that's kind of telling you, small little bounce on the SPY. This wants to go. So yeah, the only issue with this one is the volume is now picking up. Yeah, it's now picking up. Okay, so that's not even an issue. Wait for it. It might give you a chance. Yeah, you see, when SPY bounces, it really wants to go. A little bit of a bounce is affecting PFE that much. So quite strong. Yeah. Oxy will be probably not there yet, but I want to keep my stop a bit tighter. So if it does come right here, if Oxy starts to this is not very clear though, that's the thing. I want to wait for another candle to close and then decide. If that candle's high gets taken out, if this candle's high gets taken out, I'll be out of Oxy. That's it. It's alright, man. No worries. Beautiful. Look at the volume rise on this. Yeah, that's better. That's better. Okay, so now I can decide I'm gonna put my stop just over there, 3780s. I'm okay with that. On Oxy. Apple looks like a nice short if Spy is strong though. Yeah, it looks like a really nice, beautiful. Might be a bit late on it though. Might be a bit late. I'm still trying to hold on to Oxy. OXY. Because I feel like this might be just a little healthy pullback. So I'm gonna hold on to it. Now even better because I've got that rejection. So I know that there is some sort of a level there which I can base my stop on. If I were to keep a hard stop now, I could. Definitely. This is definitely a better area. In fact, I might do that, guys. So my hard stop is around 370, 3783s. 3783. And I'm just gonna leave it like that because even if it does take me out now, I still have a winner. So I would say, you know, if it does take me out, around 1.52 hour trade on that, which is okay. However, if it does take my partials here and then the last partial around 37s, then I'll be way ahead on it. Probably 3 hours, something like that, maybe more. We'll find out. Be careful taking anything now, guys, because SPY is in a chop, especially big caps. At the moment, I just expected this to continue, but it didn't, so it's getting into a chop. I feel like this area here between VWAP and this area, that will be the chop area here for a while. So I'm gonna leave everything, new trays, no new trays for me. I'm just gonna manage this. Again, if SPY starts to run, this might actually take me out as well. But this one doesn't have that much of a correlation with SPY, so I don't really care. Sometimes it could be inverse correlation. Lately it has been with oil-based stocks, because AMD. What AMD? AMD has been today has been like, I knew this. Look, when I traded this, I was mentioning in the stream, like, look guys, I know AMD is bad, AMD is choppy, this and that, but I just feel like daily is really nice. You know, so it's a little bit of a, this is weakness at its play, man. Like a little bit of a pullback, not even close to 20 EMA, and then drops. Tiny pullback, drops, tiny pullback. So it's really heavy. Like, yeah, we kind of missed on it. Really big miss. Now this would have been a really good trade, war, because our stop, remember, it probably would have been here somewhere, maybe over here. But having to average out here somewhere, beautiful stop, beautiful trade would have been. And it's not over yet. Alright guys, so I'm gonna leave Oxy, the only trade that I am in, alone. I need to either take me out on 3783s or get my partials around 3730s and 3705s, somewhere there. 37, actually better to keep it 09 or 10s, yeah, somewhere there. So I'm gonna manage that on the side, and that's pretty much it guys. If that hits, I'll be up green. Not too much, maybe 1 or 2, no more. At the moment it's more like a break even for me, to be honest. So yeah, that's that. Yeah, me too, Jessica, me too. Anyways, actually PFE is looking interesting right now. Yeah, this is better. This is a better entry right now, PFE, because you can actually have your stop around just under 54. It's very tight. Alright guys, take it easy, have a good one. I'll see you tomorrow 9 a.m. EST, and until then, take care guys. Yeah, for sure, definitely Jessica. Anyways guys, there's always a chance for us to take advantage of. We just need to survive, that's all. Alright guys, take it easy. I'll see you tomorrow. Cheers.